Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. Today we are here with a weekly horoscope, week starting from 15th of December. How it will be for all 12 ascendants, let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Ruiji Ram Ram. Everyone, welcome to AC Astro, to your own channel. And here today, let's discuss about 15th December to 21st December, step by step, how this week is going to be for all 12 signs. When we talk about Aries ascendant, December 15th is when Moon will enter into Gemini, into the third house. Now, here the 12th, fourth house Lord is 12th from itself. There can be expenses that you can see that related to come to your short distance travel or maybe in your house area. So, in your home, some kind of expenses are seen, some kind of buying something in the house, buying repairing something in the house is seen during the beginning of the week. Then Sun enters into Sagittarius on same day, 15th of December. This is the time that if you see a Purnima will begin. Whenever moon and sun will be opposite to each other, Purnima starts, emerging. And here, sun in the ninth house, especially the fifth house lord, fifth from itself, those who are waiting for hearing about their childbirth or, about progeny, they are working towards, all the women, all the sisters here trying to get pregnant, trying to plan the family. Here you will see some good news regarding that, especially those who are in education field also, like teachers especially, will feel much better. There will be good opportunities that you will see. And also possibly those who are going for education to a foreign country, you may be leaving right now, so that in this month. So a very beautiful time for all the Aries ascendant people. Super. Mercury, on the other hand, finally, after a very long time, now will turn direct into Scorpio. Look at Mercury here. Mercury is the lord of the sixth house in the eighth house, making a Viprit Rajyog. It is also the lord of the third house in the eighth house. So, lot of times, this whole last 2 weeks, 3 weeks must have gone with lot of communication problems, suddenly health type issues and stuff like that. Now it will all become very much better. And if there is any kind of things related to health, it will improve. Anything to do with communication that you're waiting to hear from your siblings, from some kind of money, from partnerships, from shared resources, also is seen during this time. Finally, moon enters into Cancer. Moon will attain degree here from 17th of December till 21st of December, and here you can expect that there is going to be positive news in terms of what you say, positive news in terms of your wealth. Especially moon and Mars, whenever they're together, it's Mahalakshmi Yoga. This time the Mahalakshmi Yoga is in the Kendra. Both the ascendant lord and the fourth house lord are making this yoga. So some very good news related to your family or your house or your dwelling is going to be seen during this time. So great time for all the people. And then moon enters into Leo. Now this is another very beautiful time, because whenever a luminary, if you see right now, the fifth house is, fifth house is occupied by a luminary, that is moon, and ninth house is occupied by sun. So this is the exact period of destiny rising. So any plans that you do around 20th of December, sorry, 17th of December, so what do you say, 20th of December and onwards, you will see that there is going to be lot of support that you will get. Creativity wise, you'll be doing very good, emotionally very good. Happiness is going to be there. There is going to be good happiness from children, from education, from speculative gains. That means even if you're trying to raise some money and stuff like that, you will see that finally things are opening up for you. So great time. I know it's end of the year, many things will be very hard to achieve at this time, but because it is end of the year and moon is aspecting the 11th house, it means that there will be lot of get-togethers, and during that get-together you should be sharing your ideas with other people, and then you will get some kind of investments or startup of some business and whatnot. So a beautiful time for Aries ascendant people this week, and all the best, guys. Have a great time and happy new year in advance. For Taurus ascendant people, Rohitji, when we talk about Taurus ascendant people, 15 December to 21st of December, Moon will enter into Gemini, especially into the second house. Moon is the third house lord, going into the second house. So now here, be very careful about writing something, signing some kind of contract, giving some kind of verbal commitments, investing some money for very long term or short term, both the places very careful, because whenever a planet will be 12th from itself, that is a time that you have to avoid few things, because good thing is coming in the future. Same day we see that beginning of Purnima begins, because sun and moon will be exactly opposite to each other. And if you see here, the more positive thing about that, the fourth house lord has gone to the eighth house here. Eighth house is a bad house, I know, it's difficult house, there's a lot of trouble, ups and downs and whatnot, but there is one good thing about this house. It will remove all the barriers related to any kind of property, any kind of, what we say, any kind of inheritance issues, any kind of shared resources. In these areas it will give you some relief. So some big relief is coming in this area. On top of that, because sun will be aspecting moon and moon will be aspecting sun, you can expect some kind of wealth from a long term investment that you have done in the past. So great time for you. Later, if you see here, moon will Mercury turns direct into Scorpio. Now, Mercury is the lord of the second house, that is your communication and speech. And Mercury is also the lord of the fifth house, that is speculative gains. You must have seen in the past few weeks, you must have been very slow with speculative gains, with share market, stock market. Even your communication would have been facing a lot of issues. Now, that is all solving. Mercury is turning direct. It is a very good time for actually getting money through partnerships. If money through partnership is where you had little bit of problem, you will get the money through partnership. That is one priority thing that is going to happen to all the Taurus ascendant people. And then moon enters into Cancer, into the third house. This is Mahalakshmi yoga this week. And once during this time, if you are thinking of going abroad or going for a short distance travel, or thinking about, planning for a short distance travel, it is going to be a very profitable deal for you or profitable time for you. So make sure that during this time, any short distance travel, if you are thinking, do it. Secondly, any sibling related stuff, working with sibling, or some kind of confrontation with sibling, try to solve some problem in the past with sibling, great time. Even with your friends, great time. Very good time to communicate or finally sign some contract, or give a go ahead if you are waiting for something related to contractual work, because here it shows that there is a beginning of a beautiful Mahalakshmi yoga. So all the best. And then moon enters into Leo again in progression, luminary in the house of, fourth house. Moon, very very good. It's the proper energy of moon only is present here. And in this house, moon is going to be very very extremely comfortable, trying to be making sure that you get a lot of nurturing at home, lot of inner peace and happiness this week for all the Taurus ascendant people. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful week. Do subscribe so that next week we can see you with more insights about your chart. All the best. Gemini ascendant people, moon entering into Gemini, into the ascendant itself, but second house lord, 12th from itself in the ascendant. During this time, by speaking something emotionally, getting involved into some other person, you can feel that you are giving too much away, and that too much love, devotion, money, everything that you can think about. In fact, too much energy, positive energy also. People may come to suck your positive energy, because whenever moon is in the ascendant, such people or such that time people are feel there is a very charismatic personality that you tend to glow yourself, and that's why people come in different places, from different places, and try to suck off that energy from you. So beware. Don't try to be a emotional, be away from what we call energy vampires, someone who comes and takes away all your energy. This is a time for feeling good yourself, doing meditation, breathing fresh air, trying to go for walks. That kind of self nurturing is required during this time. And then sun enters into Sagittarius. Now, this is a beautiful time, because see, the Lord of the third house is exactly fifth from itself. So that means there is going to be new beginnings of some kind of deal, some kind of contract, some kind of partnerships, some kind of new ideas that you are discussing with someone, which will be very, very good. On top of that, Purnima is going to go start here, because moon and sun are exactly opposite to each other. A beautiful time for all the people. This Purnima, make sure that you do a lot of meditation, because moon is telling you to nurture yourself during this week. Enough of doing things for others, now do something for yourself. Sit down nicely, go to a spa, take some kind of thermal spa, and I don't know what all is there in the world, but be near to liquid, be near to water. That is going to help you too much. Later, Mercury turns direct into Scorpio. Now, this is another good news. The ascendant lord, the fourth house lord, in the sixth house, where your health was not giving you a lot of, good vibes. On top of that, in the workplace also, there could have been a lot of miscommunication. Also, in your routine and daily routine, in fact, travel wise, also, your routine must have become very, very challenging. Everything now turns very positive, and you will start feeling much better now in terms of your communication, in terms of your priorities will be set now. Moon entering into Cancer. Now, in the second house, it's a very fortunate time. During this time, when the Lagna Lord is direct, when the Lagna Lord is receiving the aspect of Jupiter, when there is beautiful, beautiful Mahalakshmi Yoga in the second house. So, if you are expecting some money from your business, from your partners, from your real estate stuff, that somewhere you're selling your real estate and receive waiting for something, in fact your workplace or in your house, in your family, anywhere, if you're expecting some money, you are going to get some, you know the green sign on your bank statement that something has gone up. So some beautiful thing is coming for you, and it's going to continue because moon then enters into the third house. Now here moon will enter into the house of communication. Again, someone will try to get you to emotionally communicate with you to get things out. But again, be very, very vigilant, very, very confident, very, very relaxed before making any decisions. Otherwise, you can just come under an emotional trap and you will not be able to come out. It can be for friendship, it can be for family, it can be for children, it can be for love life. Anywhere you will come into a financial in a very trap, in an emotional trap, and that will also capture a little bit of your finances. So otherwise, very good time for finance generation. That means if there's something, some communication or some kind of commitment you were waiting for, now it is a beautiful time for you to receive benefits. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful week. Do subscribe. It's end of the year. Let's believe in giving, and we'll see you next week with your next week horoscope. All the best. For Cancer ascendant people, now here, see, moon is the planet that moves a lot, and for Cancer ascendant people right now, the ascendant lord will be in the 12th house. That means some kind of expenses related to travel, or some kind of expenses by buying good gifts and whatnot for other people is going to be going on for you guys. There is also possibility that during this time, family get together or some kind of homam puja in your family can be seen during this time. So be prepared for all this. Sun on the other day, same day, sorry, on the same day, 15th of December, comes into the sixth house. So luminaries are in the sixth and the 12th house. What does this mean? This means that Purnima, it's a very beautiful time. Moon will be becoming very big, powerful, bright, and this is the time to manifest so many good things. Do a lot of meditation. 12th house moon placement is also saying that. Sixth house sun is saying that a lot of service, a lot of donations, a lot of going out of your daily routines and try to do something good for the service, for the society. On top of that, disciplined approach in life is also required, and especially discipline in money. Spending money is required because the second house lord sun is in the sixth house. So a little bit of discipline related to that is required, but it's a very beautiful time for all the people, like one of the best times, the beginning of the week. Then, as we see, again, one good news comes here, that is Mercury turns direct into Scorpio. Now, Mercury here, if you see, it's the lord of the third house, that is communication, pure communication, and the 12th house, foreign distance, foreign travel, sitting in the fifth house. Now, any problem around children or their, education, any problem around love life or misunderstandings in, love affairs, or, some kind of romantic approach is not going correct. And thirdly, anything that you are seeing a lot of losses in speculative gains like share markets, stock markets, you will see a very big gains. You will start seeing very big gains from this week. Mercury is going to improve everything in the area related to short distance travel, communication, long distance travel, foreign settlement, education, any kind of business, startups, everything very good time. And then, because of this good time, Moon and Mars are making this very beautiful Mahalakshmi yoga. Whenever they are together every month, there is blessing of Mahalakshmi on everyone. And here, in debilitation, Moon and Mars are making this Mahalakshmi yoga. Mars is not that powerful, but as soon as the moon will come, and that to a bright moon, this is the moon that is full moon, will come here. It's going to be such a blessing for all the people. That amazing time for you. This is the time that yourself, your effort, your attitude is the one that will turn this yoga into actual cash. So all the best, guys. And then moon enters into the second house. Again, Lagna Lord in the second house tells that there is going to be more wealth opportunities, more opportunities coming in. There is, Rohitji, something called the red car theory. It is a theory I was listening to. So, people, and this triggered because someone commented that, okay, you said this, but did not happen. So there is a red car theory. Red car theory means that, okay, when you're going out of the house, okay, how many red cars did you see? So automatically, obviously, you are not paying attention, so you did not see any. You did not see any. But actually, if you would have been paying attention, you would have seen at least 10 to 15 red cars. If you would have paid attention, because your mind was conscious, you were supposed to be putting an effort in some area of the life to see something. So that is called the red car theory. What happens is, whenever there is such kind of yogas, there are many opportunities that come for, in that period, but we are not looking at that opportunities. So somewhere we have to be very focused about what we need to do in the future, so that we know that, okay, these are the kind of opportunities that I'm looking for. And whenever this kind of placement happens, when moon and Mars are making Mahalakshmi yoga, in the second house also making Mahalakshmi yoga, this is the time to observe around you, because it is the period that will show you so many opportunities to make wealth. So very beautiful time for all the Cancer ascendant people this week. All the best, guys. If you Google the red car theory, you will see many videos on it, and try to understand that how to look at opportunities around you. We are not educated in that way. The problem is that, in when we go to school, Rohitji, everyone says concentrate, please concentrate, and study, please concentrate, but no one teaches the method of concentration only. They just want us to know that, okay, concentrate. But what is the method of concentration? Earlier, this method was meditation. You used to meditate, look at one object for a very long period of time, so your focus becomes, that how to concentrate. But now we don't. We are doing 10 things at one time. This is where education is required. All the best, guys. Very great time for all the Cancer ascendant people. Like, beautiful. Do subscribe, and next week we'll see you with the next week horoscope. Leo ascendant people here. Ascendant Lord is going to be changing the same day moon changes on 15th of December. One of the most positive placements of moon here in the 11th house. The 12th house Lord in the 11th house. That means gains from foreign countries is seen. Also expenses related to foreign countries seen. Today only my wife was saying that we did not go for any holiday. Let's go for some holiday here only, like nearby, like for the daughters, so that they can play and whatnot in the swimming pool. So I'm like, okay, let's see. So see, expenses is coming from you in a foreign country. Wife is also is foreign element only, so expenses coming from there. So, but otherwise, 11th house moon is very good. And because this moon is going to be the same day when sun enters into the 5th house, it is going to be beginning of Purnima. So lot of speculative gains, lot of name and fame, lot of things to do with wishes coming true. Very good time to do meditation, very good time to do, talk to a big social group of people. Maybe Rohitji was telling we should do live, so why not? We will start on 15th of December, starting doing live shows again. So beautiful time for all the people. Manifest your biggest desires, because moon is coming to the 11th house of desires, and it's going to fulfill a lot of desires for you. And on the other hand, sun in the 5th house, the ascendant Lord in the 5th house. What blessing do we need here? This is one of the most positive houses, Mahalakshmi house only. And sun coming here will give you green signal for progeny. That means anything to do with childbirth. One of the best days to try for those who are trying for childbirth is 15th of December, because sun and moon will be in such good positions that this is, especially for Leo ascendant people. If you want to conceive, try this day if the time allows, and if your periods are in that area. But absolutely try, you will be doing very good. Now, another thing that happens here is that, Rohitji, Mercury, 16th of December, turns direct. Now, Mercury is the Lord of the 2nd and the 11th house. Imagine the Lord of the 2nd and the 11th house in retrograde motion. Completely, your speaking goes retrograde, your power goes retrograde, your gains in a very big scale goes retrograde. There is no way that gains are coming in very big folds. But finally, Mercury is getting direct, and now very soon it will enter and join Sun. So again, that Buddha Ditya Yoga and stuff like that, and beautiful things are going to happen. Everything related to speaking, investments, money, family values, you will see that things are improving. In fact, in your gains, larger gains, any big gains that you're waiting for, that, oh, I get some news that, okay, something is coming, is going to be seen after December of 16. 16th. So all the best, guys. And then here, the Mahalakshmi Yoga happens in the 12th house when Moon and Mars are conjunct here. And in the 12th house of spirituality, of endings, this is the time, very beautiful time for you to end many things, and especially end bad habits, end problems, end enmities, end any kind of jealousy. Just leave everything, just move ahead. Try to evolve yourself into a very better person. Moon and Mars together tells that those who are working in foreign country, those who are thinking of going to foreign country, they may get some good news from a foreign land. So beautiful time for you. Also, travel is seen during this time. There's some travel, or maybe going on a travel, sitting in a plane and watching the video, going to the airport and watching this video is also possible. So all the best, guys. And later, Moon enters into Leo. This is the time that the 12th house lord comes to the ascendant. A very beautiful placement. If you see Moon luminary sitting one in Kendra, that means in the first house Kendra and Trikona, and another luminary sitting in the fifth house, that means your destiny will be at one of the best places during this week. Whatever you desire, whatever you manifest, work towards it. And maybe all your planetary combinations are giving this indication that things will be moving forward in the right direction, and you may gain a lot of things out of it. It's all about three things in life, I have realized. Number one is desire. And if we desire for something which is very pious in nature, money is also pious, it's not bad, but if we desire for it. Second is attitude. If you have the attitude to fulfill our desire. And third is the, call it commitment, call it luck, call it hard work. If you have all three things in order, desire to achieve something, attitude to, what you say, attitude to work on it, and commitment, as well as what we say, hard work to achieve it. These three things will make sure that you achieve everything in life. All the best, Leo ascendant people. Do subscribe. See you next week with awesome news that you will comment below, that okay, this happened, that happened, whatnot. All the best. Virgo ascendant people, Moon entering into Gemini into the 10th house. Now 11th house Lord in the 10th house, that means gains in workplace. There is going to be possibility of a lot of gains in career area, some power. In fact, many people who are looking for a new job, here they may encounter some kind of position, or maybe you have applied somewhere, not people have forgot about it, but now you will get a call that, hey, hello, did you apply for this job? Are you still looking? We are hiring. That kind of situation is coming. But on the other hand, those who are working right now, you will also see a complete surge into your workplace, like some complete surge of emotions, also happiness, also a great time for you. Beautiful time. And Sun on the other hand enters into Sagittarius. Now here in both the Kendras, if you see Sun and Moon are placed, these are luminaries, very powerful planets, Sun and Moon. And now when Sun and Moon are opposite each other, Purnima begins. And Purnima begins exactly in your 4th and your 10th house. So there is going to be a lot of happiness, work-life balance, we call, right? This is the time that work-life balance will be an awesome stage. Now, Virgo ascendant people, yesterday now we made one video about Rahu in different houses. See, this year Rahu is in the 7th house. That means everything depends on partnership. You have to get into partnership. You have to get into, I'm not saying get into partnership just for the sake of it, but try to find collaborations in work that will give you more support during this year. Those who are thinking about real estate, those are thinking about moving to a foreign country, because the 12th house lord has come to the 4th house, or buying a house in a foreign country, and Virgo ascendant, this is a very good time. Moon on the other hand, before Moon and Sun changes again, here is when Mercury becomes direct. Now Mercury is the Kendra and the ascendant lord, so lot of confidence issues must be there from the last 2-3 weeks about taking decisions. Lot of things in career must be ups and downs, but things are going to be moving in the right direction. Now your communication will become so powerful that people will be mesmerized. And great news coming for, if you're traveling some very short distance, then also we have a lot of power to see here. Mahalakshmi Yoga, especially in the 11th house, when Moon enters into its own sign, and here Mars is there. So what more welcome can happen of Moon in its own sign, Cancer, to make this Mahalakshmi Yoga one of the best yogas that you can see right now. And this is all because of your hard work that you have done in the past, that you will reap the benefits of massive gains. Or if that gains is not there, if you're not going through actual Mahadasha of Moon, Mars, by any chance, then you will get one step closer to achieve your goal. That will be not less than Mahalakshmi Yoga. So very, very beautiful time for you. Make the most of this time. And then 12th house, moon enters into Leo. Internationally also you can get some kind of wealth. Long distance travel also. Health wise we have to be careful, because see, moon is in Purnima. Your mind will be very active. This is the majority of the time when moon in the 12th house creates sleepless nights. Mostly on Purnima days you will see that there is sleepless nights you will have, because the water level in your body is also going up and down because of the full moon. So during this time, what do we need? We need to meditate. This is the time of doing some kind of homam, puja, meditate, do some kind of, therapy, go for yoga, go for meditation, go for massages, get into some thermal spa, go into swimming pools, take that energy of the moon on you so that your body is balanced. And then also those who are thinking about going to foreign countries, travel, whatnot, this is the time that you may feel that some kind of gains you are getting and some kind of plans are being now finally made. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you next week with more positivity. Libra ascendant people. Some of the Libra ascendant people are complaining that nowadays you don't say Libra, one of the best ascendants. So today I will say Libra, one of the best ascendant people in the world. Honestly, I want to be Libra ascendant next lifetime. Moon enters into Gemini, into the ninth house for you. Ninth house is the very, 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 very favorable house. It's an house of Bhagya. It's a house of destiny. Moon entering into this house is so favorable that you will see that your destiny is, you don't know how your destiny is working. If you're going for some competition, if you're going for some kind of, what do you say? If you're going for some kind of education, higher education, learning, traveling to explore few things, one of the most beautiful combinations here. On the other hand, Sun enters into Sagittarius the same day. Now, here Sun is entering into the third house here. If you see, the Sun is the 11th house and exactly fifth from itself. That means lot of speculative gains from your friends, from surroundings, from neighbors, from communication, especially written communication. If you are waiting for something that has to be written down, and you are waiting for some kind of government document also, you will see that things are now coming to you. Those who are applied for visa, those who have applied for long-term work, whatnot, they will see a good news here. Mercury, on the other hand, enters into but turns direct into Scorpio only, into the second house here. And Mercury is the 12th house lord. Mercury is also the lord, if you see, of the ninth house. So you will see that there is going to be a surge in, some kind of travel. Number one is that travel, suddenly travel will come to your life. Secondly, some kind of higher learning you can start, or, reconciling with your family. A lot of people in the family who you might have forgotten, or there might have not been very good relationship. You will see that, now communication is getting better and things are moving in the right direction. So beautiful time for all the Libra ascendant people with Mercury getting direct. So lot of beautiful things that your destiny held for you, or something you saw in front of, this is mine, I'm not getting it, you will start getting it in a very positive, and your monetary benefit also begins now. Later, Moon enters into Cancer, into the 10th house, making Mahalakshmi Yoga, the lord of both the Kendras, the 7th and the 10th house, in the 10th house. This is beautiful time. You will get some kind of happiness in your workplace. There is possibility that if promotion or any kind of indication. So I will just tell you, Rohiji, I was telling my friend a few days ago that some promotion is going to come to you, or something, some hierarchy. He said, hey man, this is December. No one gives promotion. Today I went for lunch only with him. He said, I last night I got a promotion. And he said, come, I will take you out for lunch. So he took me out of for lunch. So just imagine, sometimes, on the most unexpected times you get things, and this is that unexpected time that you may get some recognition, power, promotion, maybe new job letters, new job offers to join from January. So make the most of this time, man. Have fun. Beautiful time for you. And then it's the 10th house lord in the 11th house. What are we expecting? We are expecting celebration, we are expecting gains, we are expecting fulfillment of desires, we are expecting large social gatherings, so parties, stuff like that are happening. So maybe Christmas parties and all start for you guys now. All the best, guys. Have a great time, because it's a very beautiful week with no negative aspect, impact, nothing. It's a very positive week for Libra ascendant people. Make the most of this time, and all the best. See you next week. And do subscribe, because it's end of the year. I think now we deserve, so many times you watched, you did not subscribe. Now this is the time to subscribe. All the best. Scorpio ascendant people, Rohiji. Here, when we talk about the Scorpio ascendant natives, Moon is in the entering into the eighth house here, the ninth house lord in the eighth house. Now, there can be some kind of disruption or delays in terms of your destiny acting for you. So, this is the time that your research is more important. You have to do every research before you make a decision from 15th till 17th of January. So, in these 2 days, it is more important to do multifold research about anything that you are trying to decide. Otherwise, there can be a little bit of challenge, and there can be sudden ups and downs caused by your own self. That you said, oh, my luck is there, I will get it. But no, it's about research also. Did you take the right decision at the right time, right act at the right time? But great time for people who are waiting to get some money from partnerships. Money from partnership is coming. Money from in-laws, or some kind of favors from in-laws is also seen. Um, from your partner also, intimate relationship is very, very emotional, very, very good during this week. So great time. Sun, on the other hand, enters into Sagittarius, into the second house, the 10th house lord in the second house. What does this mean? Clearly, wealth through profession, either bonus, either professional elevation, either status improvement, either some kind of increment, either some kind of money from your past, what you say, for your past mm, investments is going to be seen. Money from family also can be seen during this time. So beautiful time for all the Scorpio ascendant people. Sun in the second house is very favorable, by the way. If anything, if you are going to speak with the government, if there is any interview you are doing, if there is anything where you have to speak up, you're teaching, you're going for seminars and all, it's going to be a very beautiful time for you. Very, very beautiful time for you. Especially if you see Sun 10th house. So professionally, some kind of verbal commitment will be happening, that okay, this is what we are going to get, this is what you're going to be given. So all the best for that. Moon, on the other hand, Mercury, on the other hand, turns direct. Now, this is also one very important factor. The 11th house Lord, who you were waiting for so many things, the 8th house Lord, nothing from partnership was seen, nothing from gains factor is being seen. But here you will see that something really, really changes, and you are going to gain during this time. Mercury in the first house is also very good in direct motion. It will make sure that all the commitments that you have done in the past or you have received in the past will now be fulfilled, because Mercury is all about communication. In retrograde motion, you were only not sure that is it going to come or is it not going to come, but it is going to come in a very, very nicer way. And finally, Moon enters into Cancer, into the ninth house, telling Mahalakshmi Yoga. This is the time that money, wealth is seen through the blessings of God, through the blessings of your Guru, through the blessings of all the people around you. You feel good for. Also, many things related to higher education also can be seen. That people who want to travel to foreign countries for higher education, give some exams, give some kind of competitions, you will see that you have victory here. Those who are traveling for leisure in foreign countries also may have a very beautiful experience, like an experience which will be for lifetime. So great time. And then Moon enters into Leo again. Professional elevation is happening. Your destiny will work in the professional area. If you see this, honestly, this week is about wealth and profession for all the Scorpio ascendant people. Here your career is going to be, there is going to be emotional touch in the career, but that is required nowadays. Without emotion, we cannot be mechanics to work on everything. So it's better some emotional inter emotional interference. Your emotion will interfere with your career, and this is where you may gain out of it, not lose out of it. That is very good for you. All the best, guys. Awesome week again, and beautiful time for Scorpio ascendant people. Do subscribe, do watch, so that we are always in touch, and you can always share your feedback below, that how was this week, what are you expecting next week, is it going to happen, not going to happen. All the best. Sagittarius ascendant people. When we talk about Sagittarius, so Moon is entering into Gemini, into the seventh house. Look at Moon here, the eighth house Lord, exactly 12 from itself. That means you are going to suddenly get gains from partnership. There can also be a possibility that you and your partner may be now thinking about traveling somewhere. So some kind of tickets are being booked, or some kind of suitcases are being packed for travel with partner. And then there will be a very good intimate life that you will be able to spend for the next few days, because Moon will come to the eighth house here. So a lot of emotional sharing That kind of thing is happening. But before that, the beginning of Purnima happens and sun comes to the ascendant. Sun coming to the ascendant in Kendra, moon in Kendra, both opposite to each other, is very beautiful aspect on each other. This is the time that a lot of manifestations related to your relationship, partnership, those who are looking for marriage, those who are looking for new relationship, those who are looking for starting new business partnership, is going to be very fruitful. If you want to decide anything, 15th December and onwards, you can decide about getting into some kind of partnership and relationship. And those who want to propose also to their girlfriends or propose to your boyfriend, this is a very good time. So all the best. Mercury, on the other hand, turns direct into Scorpio. Now, 16th of December, again, your communication is now sorted. Your ascendant, oh, sorry, your Lord of the 10th house, Lord of the 7th house, Mercury rules these two houses in the 12th house. There may be a little bit of losses that you may be seeing in business, or maybe losses, or not losses, also maybe slow things. Maybe, the commitment that has been done will not being fulfilled, or something is missing out, is what you must be seeing. But you will see a very big progress. If you are waiting for some kind of opportunity from a foreign country, if you're waiting for some kind of opportunity from very, very far away, or you're waiting for an opportunity that comes through your partnership, you will see that it is manifesting now and things will be in very right direction. Moon, on the other hand, gets into Cancer, into the eighth, into its own sign with Mars, who's making a Vipreet Rajyog. So two things happening: Vipreet Rajyog as well as Mahalakshmi Yoga in the eighth house. Now it is simple algorithm and math that money will come through partnership, some kind of wealth will come through partnership, some kind of contract will come through partnership, some kind of inherited money that you are trying to receive, you will see this. Some kind of money that was hidden, or those who are in business like insurance, those who are in business like what we say, investments, you will see a surge in your business as well. So again, this whole week from the beginning is beautiful, 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 and this has now become amazing. 17th of December onwards. And it's not like just that. Whenever the 8th house Lord goes to the 9th house, it is Bhagya Uday. It is suddenly some kind of destiny works for you and you get something of windfall. I would suggest everyone, if lottery or anything is legal in your place, take during this week, especially before 17th, because 17th Mahalakshmi Yoga is happening in the 8th house, suddenly some kind of money, and 5th house Lord is also in the 8th house, so speculative gains in sudden way is seen. So a very beautiful time for buying a lottery if it is legal in your country. Like I will be, who's Sagittarius ascendant in my house? Yeah, my sister-in-law. So I will tell her to buy a lottery. You never know, if it comes, then 50% is mine, so I'm anyways making money. All the best, guys. Good time for higher education, going to foreign countries, trying to go to, what you say, new school, try to do executive MBAs and whatnot. This is a good time to do research and apply for it. For the next beginning of the next year, you will start doing awesome things. Capricorn ascendant people, moon is entering into Gemini, into the sixth house for you. Now, sixth house is the house of daily work and routine, and moon here rules the seventh house. That means this is a maraka. Going to the sixth house, health wise, we have to be careful. Especially health of mother has to be taken care of, because moon represents the mother. When it goes to the sixth house, disciplined approach related to mother's health should be seen. On the other hand, because here moon is sitting 12th from itself in the sixth house, there can be challenges or can be a little bit of problems with the partners. That can be with your wife, with your business partner and stuff like that. Some kind of problem will come, so very careful about it. But those who are waiting to get some loan approved, waiting for get some debt approved, waiting for taking some what you say, health wise, they are trying to take some new initiatives, like trying a new routine, a lifestyle. This is a very good time to begin such things. But still, moon in the sixth house here, in the house of Mercury especially, and when Mercury is retrograde right now, it is a little bit challenge for moon to give good results in the sixth house. Okay, unless and until this was its own sign, it could have not given you good results. Very careful. Finally, sun enters into the 12th house, the lord of the 8th house, 12 going into the 12th house, Vipreet Raj Yoga. Now, whenever see such kind of combinations happen, when moon became less powerful, sun came in and immediately sun took in all the power. This is the time to communicate with foreign countries, maybe some kind of opportunity from foreign countries coming, maybe a job offer from foreign countries coming, maybe suddenly some kind of inherited, or you get some inheritance from a foreign country, or a far distant relative who you said, oh, why will I never even knew that some kind of person is giving me something. So great time. But also because sun and moon are opposite each other in the 6th and the 12th house, both the placement of these planets are not very favorable. So can be a visit to hospital also, sudden visit to hospital can also happen during this week, so very careful. Finally, Mercury becomes direct. Mercury is very important. The Bhagya Stan Malik, the owner of the Bhagya, the owner of the 6th house, that is diseases, health, is getting direct. But we have to see the combination also. Mercury is 6th from the 6th right now in Scorpio, and getting direct here is good. You will start feeling much better, but still very careful about health and health conditions, especially about your legs, about your thighs, is where you have to be very careful. You should not fall during this time. Don't try to do some kind of experiment like adventures. Very careful, okay? Finally, here comes some good news, and that is 17th of December when Moon enters into Cancer. This is Mahalakshmi Yoga. You will see that Moon and Mars together. Very beautiful time for manifesting anything in partnership, starting new partnerships, proposing someone for marriage, getting new contracts signed, and so many good things are going to happen from, you know, when Moon enters into Cancer on December 17th. This is also the time that you may expect, or real estate wise there can be some kind of movement, because if you see the fourth house lord is sitting fourth from itself, and with moon, which is the seventh house lord, so buying, selling some real estate is also on the cards, and you may see that, okay, that is also working out in the very, very right way. So all the best. Moon enters into Leo now again. The Lord of the seventh house has come to the eighth house. Gains from partnership is there. Gains from relationship is there. Intimate relationship is good time. You, your wife, your spouse can spend a very, very good time together. So it's a beginning of the week little rough with health, because Moon is not very good in that placement. But as soon as midweek comes, everything becomes very positive, abundant, and here also you can hear something related to some kind of inheritance. How suddenly you make some kind of inheritance, that okay, where this is where the money is coming from. So a great time for you, even for business, starting new business. Jupiter is in the fifth house, so you should think about starting new businesses here. All the best, guys. Make the most of this time, and see you next week, and give your feedback that how was your this week and what happened, and let's hope that things are positive for you. Aquarius ascendant people, Moon is entering into Gemini, into the fifth house for you. Very beautiful house, man. Fifth house is a very beautiful house. Here, Moon is going to be giving you a lot of speculative gains, some kind of gains that can come from a very larger scale. People also, like in a large scale, you invested some. Oh, I came across one very beautiful person chart. He has Moon in the fifth house, but not Aquarius ascendant, but just I'm telling you out of research. So he said that there was some meme coin, I don't know, some Dogelon, something, I don't know. He was in crypto. He said, I went on regulated platform. I bought that coin 3 or 4 years ago. I invested some $4,000 into it. And now today, as of today, I have like almost 3.3, $3.4 million in that, only from that one crypto. So, patience and putting money at the right time gave him a very big gain. I'm not saying that go and invest in crypto, but this is the time that speculative gains can be at massive levels. So make sure that you are you're very open and about opportunities that are around you, about what you can gain, about what can happen. You have to be very vigilant and very open about it. Okay, so that you do not miss any opportunity. Love life also is going to be very nice during this time. If you are wanting to propose your girlfriend, propose your you know for boyfriend, why not? Moon is here. Purnima is going to happen same day. This is the time that Purnima begins. What a beautiful time. 11th house, lot of gains. Sun is going to the 11th house. 5th house lord in the 11th house. Gains through partnerships, new formation, new alliances, partnerships. There can be new weddings that can be decided during this day. So beautiful, beautiful combination of planets are happening. So please make the best of this time. Sun in the 11th house will give you gains from partnership also, or long term goals you will set in partnership, which will be very, very favorable for you for wealth. Then Mercury also turns direct into Scorpio here. Mercury is the sixth house lord. Mercury is the eighth house lord. Mercury is the fifth house lord. That means very important related to speculative gains. You must be feeling that from past few weeks, your career, your creativity, there are sudden ups and downs because of your communication. Everything is going wrong now. Things will start moving in the right direction for you, and career-wise also there is going to be progress as well as men you this is the time that you can also achieve hierarchies also, because very beautiful placements and of planets are there. So all the best. Now what happens when moon and Mars come to the sixth house, and especially to the house of enemies, house of debt, house of anything to do with your workplace? And this makes a Mahalakshmi very auspicious yoga here. That means wealth from workplace is can be expected. Also second layer here, which is Mercury in the 10th house, now in direct motion. So one thing is very positive, that okay, the Mars, who's the dispositor of the 10th house, is weak right now, but the Mercury is powerful as well as moon is powerful here. So there are two ways which are Mercury is getting a lot of strength. Sorry, Mars is getting a lot of strength, so there can be professional elevation during this time. Secondly, if you see debt wise, some kind of debt relief also can come. Some kind of great relief from debt can come during this time. You may be able to pay off a very big chunk of debt also. So again, that means indication of wealth is there. Thirdly, you will see that some kind of positive, problems with the enemies who were trying to always be a pain for you. You will see that suddenly things have become very different, and suddenly every conflict is getting resolved on its own. This is all the beauty of the emotion, that is moon and Mars. That is the, action, emotion and action together. You will see this during this week. Beautiful time. And then as soon as moon enters into the seventh house, that means into the house of Leo, it is a time of great success in partnership, great news from relatives, great news from your wife or spouse side, great news from business side. If you're in business, you can get some higher big deals during this time. In fact, everyone would be chilling this new year, but you will not be chilling. You will be working during this time, and working especially very hard on maybe getting your work done, making money, minting whatever kind of thing, because Rahu is in the second house, and Rahu is a desire planet that desires wealth, crazy wealth, and this is where wealth is coming to you. All the best, guys. I am very happy with the planetary placement that you have, and very very awesome. So be brave, be powerful, and don't think about all the negative things in life. Always think positive and see such beautiful week it will go. So, and also, this does not mean that you are sitting, "Oh, now today I will get some money from partners." You have to work hard on it. You have to, that there is an opportunity. So dig in, and you will get some kind of great news. All the best. Do subscribe, because at the end of the year, you're not subscribing. I see Aquarius. Saturn is watching. Pisces ascendant people. When we talk about Pisces ascendant, moon enters into Gemini here. If you look, moon is the fifth house lord. Jupiter has considered moon as very benefic, and whenever in this chart Jupiter and moon are together, which was here, it makes Gaj Kesari Yoga, and it can be very very favorable for all the people. Moon enters Gemini here into the fourth house. And what do we say about this moon? Especially 12th, from sitting from its own sign, you're going to get lot of relief. Or your mother, if she's going through a little bit of health condition right now, they will get a lot of relief during this time, beautiful relief. And also in your home, in your house, there can be some kind of very emotional atmosphere, something where you get inner peace and happiness, that okay, wow, this is what we wanted right now. On top of that, here moon is going to be on top of that same day, sun is going to get into Kendra here. Now sun is the lord of the sixth house, getting to the 10th house. That means workplace lord goes to the 10th house in very favorable position, aspected by moon aspect the sun. This is complete Purnima. Like your whole Kendra is very bright right now, beautiful. The whole world is bright right now, and that means there will be great news in work life balance, like work also, career also, hierarchies also, power also, designation also can go up. There is also possibility of lot of happiness that comes to the house. That means wealth is also going to be seen as a major area during this time, because as soon as Mercury becomes direct now. Mercury is also getting direct next day, 16th of December. And Mercury is the Kendra Lord, the fourth house Lord of inner peace and happiness, and the seventh house Lord of partnership, getting direct into the ninth house of destiny. So your destiny will work for your home, for your partnership, for your business, for your spouse, for everything, even in your education area, even in traveling, even in short distance, long distance travel, everywhere there is positivity only. Finally, moon enters into Cancer. Another more positive yoga is called Mahalakshmi yoga in the house of Mahalakshmi. The fifth house is the house of Mahalakshmi. That means extreme wealth. And here the second house lord, that is the lord of gains, or lord of what you say, lord of wealth. Mars is making a combination with the lord of the fifth house. Here Pisces ascendant are getting some kind of windfall wealth during this week for sure. Make sure that you, if lottery is regulated in your country, just buy it, and when you win it, I want 50%. Okay, or if you don't want to give 50%, then it's okay, you give me 20%. If not 20%, then let's negotiate to 15 is maximum, I will tell you. उससे नीचे नहीं हो, so I cannot go below this. 15 I want, so that I can retire and say that, oh, I'm chilling now. So lottery wise, any windfall wise, any contract wise, any startup wise, very good time. Anything to do with children also, and getting children involved into something, very good time. Anything to do with terms of what we say, romance also, getting, finally proposing, getting into marriage kind of area is very good for you. So beautiful time for all the people. Speculative gain is coming, so invest some money and see suddenly it go rise up, but be very careful, or take an advice of an expert. I am not an expert in financial matters. And finally, moon goes to the sixth house, that is Leo. Here moon is very, very again benefic, because fifth house lord has gone to the sixth house. It is going to give you speculative gains, and may ease down some of your debts. Maybe you will pay off your debts, or maybe some debt will go away, and you will feel much lighter, much brighter here. Here moon is aspecting the 12th house, so because of your workplace there can be indication of working long hours, which can be very tiring, sleepless nights, and also be possible that you may be traveling during the, in flights here and there, in train here and there, and that can cause a little bit of fatigue and some kind of, you will emotionally be very, very drained out, physically be very, very drained out during this time. So take care of yourself as well. But otherwise, wealth, 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 happy, happy, happy week for all the 12 ascendants. Make the most of this time. And thank you, Rohitji, for your service. Also, subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you, Akashji. Very positive week for all 12 ascendants. So many money things you tell, so many lottery things you tell. I will also like to try this lottery thing by you, because in your country it's valid. So I will tell you to do this thing. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the family members of SC Astro. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Ram.
Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma
Jai
Lakshmi. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.